Hi, and welcome to the Nita Black Show. You guys have a lot of questions about the next person that we're going to speak on, and that is Ginuwine, and what was up with his so-called beef with Tyrese when they were trying to do TGT. And it's amazing because this was a few years ago that this all went down, and you guys still are asking questions about what really happened. Some of you really wanted to see more of TGT, and you feel like the beef is why nothing else came from it. And we're going to get into that. For those of you that have been keeping up with the series, you know that we've dealt with Akon, Beyonce, Chris Brown. We've dealt with DMX, Erica Badu, Fantasia. So we're going to do the G of things. You know, we do the ABCs of things. So we're on the G. And for those of you that have not been keeping up with the series or just coming into the series, you can always go and look at those shows. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. For those of you that are keeping up with the book series, we've been through all of the ABCs of Blackness. Um, we have dealt with a lot of issues that you guys ask questions about. So if you want to see the book series, then you just go to Amazon, and there's a whole list of books there. You can choose the one that interests you. That's the links are in the descriptions. Okay, so the short version of what happened with uh, Ginuwine and Tyrese. Anytime you get two people who are basically considered sex symbols, they were uh, considered extreme sex symbols in their prime, and now they're in sort of what Hollywood would call their twilight of their careers, and they're still trying to be the people that they used to be. Still trying to have the fan base and put out the products that they're used to putting out. And they decided to do something uh, very unique, I guess, um, with all of the crazy music that's being promoted by uh, whites in the industry mainly. Um, they are only hiring blacks that are promoting negative rap, negative music, period. And they kind of shelved R&B people who were promoting love and relationship and all that stuff. Well, what they decided to do was to bring it back on their own, bring back R&B, and it was a very cool concept for them to put it on themselves to bring that back because people were really missing that. But like I said, when you get two people who are considered big names in music, and you also have two very, very large egos, um, what you have is a mixture of um, de- wants and desires as to the way that things go. And those if those two things don't match, then there's kind of a power play of I'm the biggest star, so it should go my way, or another person feeling that they're the biggest star and it should go their way. Tyrese, of course, was in a lot of movies at the time, or had done a lot of movies at the time, and felt like he was the bigger star and knew the direction it should take. Ginuwine feels like he was a big name and still is called upon, and he felt like he should be the one to know, to have some input into the direction that it should go. Tank is pretty much laid back. He's like, I just want to make music. But you had the two egos there, and that clashed like the Titans. Both of them also were going through things. Ginuwine with situations that he was dealing with. A lot of you know the situations that Tyrese was dealing with his ex, his daughter, all these different things. So, that together made for a bad combination, a bad mixture of emotions and egos, and it kind of messed up something that really, really, it should have been a wonderful thing. And I'm like you, hoping they'll get it back together and really focus back on bringing R&B back to the forefront. So, I hope that answers your questions. Like I say, you can like, you can subscribe. We're going to be doing this series all the way to Z. So, um, I'm going to leave stuff in the description for the books, and you can go to Amazon for those. And we're going to do what we do. You know how I am. If I'm still here, we're going to deal with some things. Bye.